Hello. So, I'm sitting in the tupper. We've made pretty good progress again since the last video. We've finished the painting of the walls. We are currently painting the skirting boards and the cornices to go in to all the main rooms, ready to be fitted. We've painted the window frames and the door frames, and we've waxed all of the internal wood panels, which is quite incredible because that's kind of almost finishing touches in some regards, so it's really exciting. So yeah, this week we're going to fit the cornicing so that we can get the electricians back in to do their final fits of the lights and the plug sockets. Then we can do the skirting once that's done, and then we are just doing a few finishing touches to some of the corner trims, and believe it or not, that's pretty much done then, which I can't quite get my head around, for the main rooms. We've still got the small thing of the kitchen. We've had some designs drawn up. Got a couple of designers come in. We've kind of got some things to contemplate, mostly around money. So we might have to put a hold in the kitchen for a while, or just have some kind of temporary setup for the time being. So we're a little over budget when we come to these final stages, but that was kind of inevitable. But yeah, we've done pretty good. So yeah, we're on the final furlong at the moment. So I think it's still looking pretty good to move into the house in the next 2 or 3 weeks. The thing that's gonna, I guess, prevent that is before we start bringing ourselves in and maybe putting furniture that we brought over from the UK, not that we have that much, to be honest, a bed and a couple of tables. We've got to varnish the floor. So this week we're going to go and choose our varnish for all of our wooden floors, and obviously that has quite a big drying time. So that's going to be the blocker, but we don't want to do that until we've had the electricians in. So we're trying to get all the complicated bits done first, which will be done in the next couple of weeks, and then we can varnish the floors. We might better start in the bedroom actually, because that one's pretty much done. Yeah, it's heated, so we haven't got the fire on for the last couple of days, and it's a steady 16 degrees, which some people might think is chilly, but for us that's perfect. We've never had our heating on full blast, even when we're in the UK or whatever. We don't like it too hot, which is probably why I moved to Finland. No, so 16, 17 degrees is perfect for us, so we're happy. It's very comfortable. Yeah, pretty good. So yeah, enjoy this next instalment, and yeah, watch this space. Thank you. It's the end of February or thereabouts, and I thought I'd just give another little update, talk a little bit about the last few weeks, and just to lead on to the next segment of the video. Apologies for the sound quality. The new microphone that I had purchased turned out not to be very good, so I'm having to go back to the phone microphone, so apologies if it's a little bit tinny. Yeah, interesting 3 weeks or so. February being the shortest month actually feels like it's been dragging on a bit, certainly from my perspective. In the last video we said we were nearly there, and we are, and we were. But it's been a bit stoppy and starty this past few weeks. It's getting to the end of this phase of building work, and we're kind of moving into I guess, like the finishing touches. But it seems like everything's taking much longer than we would like it to be happening. Just because we seem to be at the mercy of people doing things. We're in the final fit of electrics, and obviously we need the professionals to do that, and their timescales don't necessarily, or haven't necessarily fitted in with our timescales, so we've been waiting and missing each other, and we haven't been able to complete other parts of the rebuild until that work's done. We got the electricians in rather at one point, only to find out that they were expecting something else to be done first that we didn't know about. So yeah, it's been a little bit frustrating, learning some lessons. Yeah, it's been difficult, I'll be honest. It's been testing our patience a little bit. We're just really keen to get into the house now. Like I said, we're coming to the end of February, and I said in the last video that I thought and hoped that we'd be in the house by the end of February, beginning of March. I still think that's possible. We've got a few days left of February. The final fit electrics have actually now been done, apart from part of one room, but that's a different story. But on the whole, we can now progress to the next stage, which is getting the skirting boards done. So we're going to do that this week. And then we will hopefully be able to start moving in from the caravan into the house. The house is warm, which is great. We've got power, we've got light now, we've got lights in the bedroom that I'm sitting in at the moment. We've got light in the kitchen, and temporary lights in the hallway. We just need to go and buy some more permanent light fittings for that. We've got power in all the rooms, power points are all live, except for the kitchen, which is, I guess, the bone of contention. But we will get that done when we have our kitchen fitted. But as I think I mentioned in a previous video, we're having to wait a bit for the kitchen because our funds are a little bit tight, and there's a bit of a time lag as well in ordering the kitchen and getting it here. So we will be getting it, just need to earn some money, but that's fine. Yeah, but like I said, it's been a bit of a trying few weeks, certainly for me personally. There's a keenness to get in. It's been kind of hampered by other events, and living in the small space caravan, it's starting to take its toll. You know, I've always liked the idea, or we've always liked the idea of tiny living, you know, tiny house living, and giving that a go. And I think it's a great thing to do, and I think it would work really well if you have the right setup and the right premises to do that, and it's all organised. But living in a caravan in the Finnish winter with our stuff and a building site isn't really the ideal solution. And so yeah, it's just starting to take its toll. We're feeling a little bit cramped, and it's exaggerated by the fact that we've got this lovely big space here that's almost finished, or certainly finished to a standard that we can actually move in and start living in it, and we're not quite there. So we kind of look out the window and we see it, and we're not there, and it's getting a little bit frustrating. And we're also very tired. We've been working really hard doing the house. Helen's been working really hard in her job to bring in some money, and I've started work this past 3 or 4 weeks doing some contract work. That's tiring too. I haven't done that for a while. So yeah, we're juggling lots of things, and yeah, it's taking its toll physically and emotionally. But we're getting there. We're nearly there. It would be nice to get in and have a pause, get ourselves settled in the bedroom. The bathroom's functional, and like I said, the kitchen isn't, but we'll just have a temporary kitchen. We've got running water and hot water and all the stuff that we need, and power, just not a traditional fitted kitchen, if you like. So yeah, reflection. It's been a tricky, long 3 weeks. I'll be glad to get into March and look back and go, yes, we did it, and we're in. The weather has turned. Interestingly enough, it's getting quite warm now. Today's been +2, which on the face of it you think is good, a bit warmer, but the road, or certainly our pathways and our drive, is treacherous. Everything's just turned to sheet ice. So yeah, that's good fun as well. But yeah, spring is around the corner. The birds are being much more playful. But I guess we'll just wait for the second, or the back winter, as they say in Finland. That's probably just around the corner. So yeah, we're getting there. I think we've hit the wall, as people doing running marathons and long distance. Being a runner myself, yeah, we've hit that kind of bit where you just need to kind of push through, get to the other side, and then we can look back. Oh yeah, that was worth it. That was good. So yeah, we're still there, but it's challenging, but we knew it would be. I hope you're still interested in watching these videos, seeing our exploits, enjoying what we're doing. This, as I said, this phase is probably coming to an end, hopefully in the next few weeks, and then we can get on and doing the finishing touching, like second coats of door frames and some sanding and things, which is probably not going to be that interesting from a video perspective, but we'll carry on documenting that, of course. The next phase, when the sun comes out a little bit more consistently, we're going to really start working on the land. The idea is that we can start clearing the land, making it more accessible, clearing the lakefront a bit, making some duckboard paths, and hopefully getting some people involved to kind of help us with that. So I'd like to think that will be our next phase of work, which will be more outside again, and yeah, doing some exciting things there. So yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for watching. So we've just gone for a walk across our lake, and we've been following moose tracks from the moose that we saw a couple of days ago walking past, and now it seems we found a place where they've been rolling and and pissing, and then there's moose poo too. So this is part toilet, part rolling. I don't know whether it's because they're in season or something, or they're starting to get that way, or whether it's just a moose toilet. But it's quite interesting because it's quite a big space, and if I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, but you can see lots of broken trees and branches where they've just kind of barged through. It's quite interesting. So yes, we have lots of moose